If you guys need any cards, packs, sleeves, anything of that nature, shop on TCG Player using my affiliate link in the description. What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to be looking at a new idea I've kind of had, which is, I don't know, QUICKDRAW Cyber Valley, QUICKDRAW Machine, something. Essentially, a lot of people have been playing these Cyber Valley packages in QUICKDRAW where they'll splash in like one Valley and one for one. So I was just like, what if we extended this to its logical conclusion and just went the full way with it and just played Triple Valley and like tried to max out on this. So you got like Triple Valley with Brain Mind Con, and you have like the Machina package, and then because we're on Triple Valley, we're also playing Sork, along with a bigger Dark package with more Battle Faders and maxing out on Caius, because Fader goes well with the Cyber Valley, and then Caius goes well with the Fader, and then we got more Dark, so we could play like a Lore Sork. I guess it's also conceivable you could go like the Eltanin route with this, but I think you're definitely a little bit light on space if you want to do that, because you need to put in Cyber Dragons too if you want to go that way, but it's a potential alternative. Yeah, the Machina stuff's cool because you have a Triple Valley along with QUICKDRAW, along with Card Troopers, so you have enough machines to like throw it in, and they're really good. You know, they give you a very powerful normal summon engine. And then other than that, we're just playing a lot of good like one-off QUICKDRAW sort of staple cards like the Debris, the Card Trooper, the Sangan. We're playing the Avarices with all the Brain Mind, Heavy, Typhoon, and then we don't have room for a lot of traps, so we're just on Treacherous. So yeah, that's the build, and let's go ahead and look at some replays. So first match was up against, what was this against? I think, okay, it was, right, it was Infernities. No wonder I couldn't remember. Well, I never remember, but yeah, this match was super crazy because the opponent was just like pulling up with this Infernity deck that you basically never see. I played it once on Meta Breakers like a long time ago, but I don't think I've played it at all since then. But I remember at the time, I thought it was like super cool and like I had really underrated it. But yeah, here the opponent is just going off into my set monsters. I was really scared of getting RDA'd here, but I think Stardust is close to as bad because we draw this Treacherous in our opening hand, and it's like if they make Stardust, that means our Treacherous is dead. But I feel like at some point I get a read on the back row being Road rather than Judgment. I think it's because I go Tribute for Caius here, so then I'm just like, alright, the Treacherous is just like worthless then. I'm going to have to pop my own monster if I want to actually disrupt the opponent. So I think when they summon this Diva, I'm like, oh, I get it. It's this Infernity deck that plays the Greffers and the Mali and the Limit Reverse. The Limit Reverse brings back Necromancer, of course. And then you play like Deep Sea Divas to give you your like one card wombo combo, I guess, or whatever. I think there's also a Welodad version of this deck out there. I'm not exactly sure. They're both pretty obscure. You don't see them too much. I just go for the Cyber Valley here, and then I decide to set everything. I really don't want this Treacherous to get picked off because, well, it's like my only clear out to the Colossal. I guess we have Brain. Now we finally draw a way to get to our second Cyber Valley. So we can go Mindcon and clear this Colossal Fighter, and then draw 2 cards, so that's very good for us. We hit in, and yeah, we just pass, I think. And now the opponent goes for the Plague play. I think at this point I'm spooked because I think Return is a card, and they do in fact have it. I'm like, crap. Crap, they just summoned their whole field. I don't even chain the Treacherous. I like could have, but I decided it was better to save it, I guess. I'm not sure. Were we in danger of dying here, actually? Would I have been forced to use this Treacherous? I think we might have. They might have been able to force me to use the Treacherous if they had Dark Ended in main 1. I didn't do the math, but yeah, we have the Brain Control, though. The Brain Control is really good. Like, we take Goya or Dark End, and we're just absolutely chilling. Now we go for the Storm, force out that Starlight Road, pop the other 2, and then I think I Caius the back row after Dark Ending the Stardust. I don't even think I sequenced this all right. I could have definitely have played that turn better than I did, but we just had everything. Like, we didn't die through the Return play, and we just had like Brain Control plus Fortress plus Caius plus like yeah plus Ratio, so the opponent wasn't really coming back for that. Here I see them charge for Raikou, and I'm like, they're playing Raikou, and then they also milled Mali, and I'm like, shit. Oh no, not good. I hope their Raikou mills the second Mali. That's what I was thinking. And they've actually set all 3 Raikous. I don't attack because I don't want to give him the 50-50 on hitting my Typhoon. He just hits my Bluff Avarice, which is fine. And then he also mills the second Mali. I'm like, yes, thank God. This is exactly what I wanted. And then he goes for the second Typhoon, or the second back row, which is the Typhoon, which we chain, and we hit a Dust Tornado, whatever. Not too good, because Treacherous is our only actual back row, I think. I don't think we changed it up in the siding. Here they just go for Gaianite. They hit over. We get a draw. Okay, we find Fader pretty good. I decide to go for the brain play, and then I think, what are the odds this is also Raikou? I feel like no matter what it is, I can just attack over it with Stardust. So I just decide to attack, and then he opts to pop the Stardust. So now I'm just like, all right, we can just use this Kai's with this Battle Fader then. We can spend our normal summon on this Raikou. At this point, I'm feeling like I'm pretty much out of the woods. Dark Armed is dead. Return is not live yet. Like the Diva play is gone. So I don't know what exactly we lose to at this point. We go drop the Fortress because we need to clear this. We get Mirror Forced, whatever. They go set Necromancer. We bring out Fortress again. We attack. And then I think I do Caius in main 2. Yep. Clear the Necromancer as well. They just go set Dark Grepher. We Caius that. So just like using all our Caiuses. I think the Avarice is not live yet. But now they actually start doing stuff. They go for the Necromancer. And this build is on the Infernity Force trap. Like the good ones like Break and Barrier aren't out yet. We just have this. Infernity Force, what it does is it's like a Sakuretsu armor that also brings back an Infernity from the graveyard. So it's a neat little +1, but it is just like a battle trap, and you have to have no cards in your hand. You have to have an Infernity monster being attacked. So I decided to get greedy here and actually standby phase Treacherous both the Necromancers, which, you know, could have gone wrong if he had one of the roads, but I felt like at this point he was probably just setting everything he drew off the top, so maybe he just doesn't have road. Entirely likely. I go summon Valley. The opponent's been playing around Gores all game, and then I make a really ballsy play. I just make Drill. I'm thinking, like, I don't think this deck is on Bottomless Trap Hole, or, and the Torrential's gone, so I don't think he actually has an out to this Drill if I summon it. And I also don't think he's on Deep Prison. I think he's just on, like, Infernity Breaks, and, like, these weird utility traps like Dust Tornado and Limit Reverse. Actually, he is on Bottomless. Huh. Alright, well, I could have been super punished there, but luckily for me, it wasn't. He's been playing around all Gores all game, but he finally decided not to, and so we get to drop the thing. I decided to greed the Gores because I figured, like, we have nothing to lose. We have a Battle Fader. And then we know Mirror Force is gone. We attack, and I think we get Infernity Forced at this point. He accidentally flipped it up too early. I should just have the Drill, though. Instead, I have to tribute Caius in main 2. So if I just have the Drill and attacked, I could have had game there, obviously, a little bit better. I don't feel like I played optimally this match. Opponent was cool. They were playing Infernities. That's pretty based. That definitely takes some guts. So yeah, that was that match. Other match is up against something a little more standard. Opponent's just playing Frogs. I think this is like more akin to Ronok's build. This Limiter is definitely the weirdest thing they're playing. It's more just like a standard Field Spell Frog deck. Is that what the deck is called? Gear Town Frog, Field Spell Frog, Mausoleum Frog, Garden Frog. I've heard it. We should probably just call it Field Spell Frog instead of naming it after one specific field spell, but it looks like he's on main deck flip-flop as well. Very weird. So I think like the only clean out to Fortress is Econ, which he does have. He goes for Limiter just for damage, so just like a straight neg 1. And I could have stopped it with Fader if I really wanted to, but I decided not to. I don't want to give him something to get value out of, like, Tribute Monarch main 2. I want him to, like, strictly neg on that play. So essentially that's what we did. Here I decided we should just pressure. We could have gone for game, and it would have worked. But I think the only way we really lose this is if I pitch Valley Special Fortress, and then he has Battle Fader, and then he clears my field with Dark Dust. Like, we could still win from that position too, honestly, because we would drop Gores and stuff, but I feel like there's no reason to risk it, so I decided not to. Here, it's actually kind of a bizarre choice. I don't know why he econs. I didn't even know. Maybe he should have just set the flip-flop or something. Like, this just left him open. He doesn't have Fader, so he just dies to everything here. He should have, like, Tribute set the Dark Dust or something instead of Tribute summoning the Dark Dust. I mean, obviously, he would have lost that too because we did just Mind Conned it and stuff, but, like, it seemed like a safer play. Anyway, game 2, opponent's going to start with Summon Swap, set Treacherous. I have an okay hand. It's not too great. We kind of reactive. We need him to attack, to do stuff. But then we draw Card Trooper, which is just like the best possible draw here, actually. And then we mill like 3 monsters too, so it's just like, alright, Avarice is imminently live. We attack. Opponent goes Treacherous. That's okay. We draw a card, and I decide not to summon Fortress in main 2, which we do take a ton of damage here as a consequence of that, because the opponent summons a Vanity's Fiend. Yeah, they use the Mausoleum to summon the Vanity's Fiend, and now we're super low, but we still have enough to pay for Brain Control, so we can go ahead and take that Gadgetron Dragon, swing over the Vanity's Fiend, main 2, summon Cyber Valley, effect, draw 2, summon Fortress, and then I could have maybe put this Fortress in defense mode, I probably should have put it in defense because I feel like there's no reason to put it into attack. It just means we lose if he has that limiter removal that we saw last game. And there's like nothing relevant that beats over the 16 that not just going to clear the fortress, right? So yeah, I'm not really sure why I put it in attack. We just took like 500 damage for no reason. We were going to have to fade her anyway, I guess. I could have just tragged, actually. Why didn't I just trag? Am I stupid? This is like the one and only chance we would have had to drop trag. It would have given us guaranteed lethal next turn, but the opponent just scoops it up when they see the fader anyway, which, I mean, we have a lot of stuff. But yeah, actually pretty insane of me not to drop Dragodia there. What was I thinking? Oh well, we end up winning that one as well. So that was the Cyber Valley Quick Draw deck. Wow, it feels like we didn't do any Quick Draw stuff. Is that true? Did I? Oh no, wait, we made Drill in the Infernity match like precisely one time. Feels like we didn't do any Dandy stuff too much. We definitely didn't loop it with Drill or use it with Quick Draw. We just like milled it, which, you know, still pretty good. It gives you tokens to use with Cyber Valley and tribute fodder and whatnot. But the Cyber Valley's definitely felt pretty cool. I think that card's decently underrated. I think the Machina package is very strong. I think the deck has some potential. Anyway, as always, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.